welcome to Come to the Table. Today, myself and my wife Amy, along with our friends Justin and Cynthia, will be playing a 4-player game of Foundations of Rome, a city building game for 1 to 4 players, published by Arcane Wonders. And if you like these types of videos, be sure to
like, share, and subscribe. And remember that when you subscribe, you will be notified whenever we post a new video.
Let's build Rome in a day. All right, welcome everybody, and we're all set up here for our 4-player game, and we should just go around and introduce everybody. I'm right here, Jesse, and my lovely wife is to the right of me, Amy.
Hello.
And then across the way on the right we have my good friend Justin. And
hello.
And our good friend Cynthia. Hello.
Hello.
All right, so let's go ahead and go over the rules and we'll go ahead and begin. So in Foundations of Rome, we are architects that have been designed to build, I guess, a portion of Rome or all of Rome. But we all have our own separate buildings on our own separate little player board here. And so to start off, we should just go ahead and put out our little starting player markers, and then I'll go ahead and explain the rest of the rules. So every spot on the board, as you can see, has a label A1, A2, etc. And so we start off by claiming our own 6 spots of land here on the board. So let's go ahead and do that real quick.
So these don't necessarily need to be kept secret.
Right.
Because it's all public knowledge right now anyway. Okay.
Use the big ones.
Oh, big guys.
Yeah, big guys.
Alright.
So we each have 8 of these bigger ones that designate which plots of land that we own. We start off putting 6 on the board, so we only have a couple extra for buying more plots of land. And you notice in a 5-player game, we're not using the red area. In a 4-player game, we're not using the red area. That's only for a 5-player game. So we're using up to the purple, up to the eyes and the 9 area. So we randomly chose a first player to start, and I'm actually starting. I have a neat little first player marker here. So I'm going to get 5 silver to start. And then the second player gets 6 and 7 and 8.
8?
Yep, 8 silver. So on your turn, you can do one of 3 different actions. The first type of action is going to be to buy more plots of land to play your buildings out. And the price for each one is listed above it. And this is kind of a, not really a rondel, but once you buy one of the deeds, the rest are going to slide down, and then we flip over from the era deck. So this game goes through 3 different eras, and the deeds are kind of like the timer of the game. So once we get through the entire era 1 deck, we're going to do a scoring round. And then we go to era 2 and era 3, and once era 3 is completely gone, then that's the end of the game and we do final scoring. So the 3 different types of actions, like I said, the first one is to buy a plot, and once you buy one, you go ahead and put one of your markers out just like we did at the beginning of the game, and then you just set the card aside. We only have our pile of cards just to verify, like if there's some confusion, we can go back and look and see who owns which plots. But
I have a question.
Yep.
You got how many?
5.
Oh, so I need 6.
Yep.
So I took the wrong amount. I'm sorry.
You're good. So like I said, we do only have 8 of these markers to put on the board. So if all of your markers are on the board, you cannot buy a plot. So that's the first action.
Okay.
The second type of action is to play one of the buildings from your player board onto the map. So the buildings that are on your player board have different sizes. You have size 1 buildings, you have size 2 buildings, and on up to, what is 3, 4 is the biggest? So in order to play a building, it has to be played onto the existing plots that you own. So for instance, I own C8. So on my turn, I could take one of my 1 size buildings and place it out on the board, and that would be my turn. I also have, was that here?
It was 8.
Okay, good. I also have these 2 here. I could play a 2 size building on. Okay, so if we want to take a look at some of the different kinds of buildings here. So the first building we have is a residential building, and that ups our population, which once we get to where we're looking at the scoring board, we'll talk about more about how the population scores. And as you can see, these are pretty amazingly made buildings. They're
super detailed.
Yeah, super detailed.
They're really nice.
Got this nice wash on it.
Trees in the back and that.
Yeah. And then each of us has our own little colored plastic markers on the top to show who owns which buildings. The other kind of buildings you can play are these commerce buildings that up the amount of money you get when you take income, which is a different step that I'll explain. And then we have civic buildings, and these are scoring. These will score at the end of every era, depending on what they're next to. So for instance, this one scores 2 for every civic building that's next. That's civic building, right? Yep, 2 for every civic building it's sitting next to, regardless of who owns the buildings around it. And then something like, there's one of this one will score 1 point for every 2 population around it, regardless, like I said, of who owns the buildings that have the population. So that's just a closer look at some of the buildings.
Do you want to do the big guys? We're so fabulous. We large.
So you can also upgrade buildings. So for instance, if early on I put a 1 size building out here, on a later turn I can replace that with a larger building as long as I own both of the plots. And when you upgrade, the building that you're putting out must be larger than the building that you're removing.
What's the technical term for that again? What did you say?
Overbuild?
Overbuild.
Overbuilding?
Overbuild.
Yeah. And also, if I have a 1 size building on both of those, I can upgrade it to a 2. You just have to make sure it's larger than the current buildings that are out there.
Gotcha.
Yep. So we're also using the monuments, or what's this called? The wonders?
Monuments.
Monuments expansion.
Wrong game.
Yep.
That's not ever dealt with the wonders.
We're using the monuments expansion. So these are extra buildings that can be claimed if we meet certain prerequisites. So we want to read through some of those.
Yeah.
So for instance, we have
Big guy.
the Triumphal Arch, which this building must be constructed on a lot on the edge of the board. So one of the lots must touch the edge of the board.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
We're already heading for that.
Okay.
Triumphant play.
We have the Temple of Venus. That says you must own commercial buildings worth at least 4 coins. So, okay. And the Watchtower, you must own at least 2 lots on the edge of the board. This building must be constructed on a lot on the edge of the board. Okay.
You want to go through all of them?
Sure. Just so.
All right. Get this
Yeah,
cool
the Colosseum.
Look at that guy.
So you have to own 4 lots to play that. That's the only requirement. And then when you build it, each player with at least 1 adjacent building gets 3 silver. So it gives everybody money that's touching it.
Ooh.
Cool. We got the Temple of Apollo. You must own at least 3 residential buildings in order to play that. All right. And the
Ooh.
Statue of Romulus, you must own at least 6 buildings on the board. And the very last gigantic one, that takes up 6 spots.
Yeah.
6 spots on the board, and it's 9 population when you play it.
Regina?
Cool.
Regina.
Regia.
Regia.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
So the third type of
There's no
action,
N,
yeah,
yeah.
the third type of action you can take is to take income, which helps you. That's the main way you get more money to buy plots. So when you take income, you get 5 silver plus any commerce buildings that you have out. So each of these are worth coins whenever you take income. Yeah. And at the end of each era, there's also bonus points for whoever has the most population. So at the end of each era, I can kind of go through era 1 scoring just to give you an idea. So at the end of era 1, it'll end when all of the plots in the era 1 deck are taken, whenever they're bought. And then whoever bought the last plot, it's going to go around one more time, and then that person gets the last turn for that era, and then we score. So underneath some of the buildings, it has points that you're going to get at the end of each era. And then all of your civic buildings are going to score. And then for residential, you actually, so let's say residential was like so. So in this case, purple would get 6 points.
Plus the bonus for the.
Plus the bonus, population bonus, which at the end of era 1 is 4. Then green is going to get amount of points as to who's ahead of them. So green would in this case get 6 points, blue would get 4, and red would get none, because in order to score you have to have at least 1 population. So that's kind of an interesting mechanic, is you want to have the most population to get bonus points, but you don't want to get so far ahead that you're just giving people free points. So, yep. And I think that's it. Did I forget anything?
No, it's kind of cool how you can use your board and what's
Yeah.
uncovered to figure your.
To kind of verify
Yeah.
how much population you have and how much extra income you can take.
Yeah, and at the end of the era,
And
instead
victory
of
points
not,
that you
not
get.
only victory points, but you get income. You'll get some
Yeah,
income.
oh, that's
you won't
true.
get the 5 base,
Not
but
the
you'll
5
get
days.
you'll get income for whatever buildings you have out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You do add this once you build, you do add these numbers to your 5 if you take income.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So the board's cool because it helps you figure out things
Yeah.
when they're removed.
And if we forget anything else, we'll go, tell it as we go. So I guess let's go ahead and get started.
Let's get to the
I'm
game.
It's your turn,
first.
it's your turn.
Okay, what do I want to do first with my $5? So
They're building for $5.
I gotta remember that I'm green.
You're green.
I don't usually play green, so I'll have to remember that I'm green. So we have H8. Oh my gosh, I don't think I can pass that up.
That's a good.
H8, E1, G2, G7. Yeah, I have to get H8. So I'm going to use my first turn to buy H8 for 2 silver. And I'm going to put my marker on it. And that is my whole turn.
Easy peasy.
Okay.
You refill.
And I am going to buy E1 for 2. Justin?
Yeah, I'm gonna put a commerce building out because I want more money later.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Good
you're blue.
job.
That's huge.
Look at that. Wow. Nice. And I see C6. Do I have 6? I do have 6. For me.
We all got
Right
plots
there.
pretty near each other.
Ooh, look at that. Wow, good job.
Yeah. I think I have to play a commerce building to get more money later. I'm going to play the gigantic one right off the bat. There we go.
Well, I really like how the lots get cheaper.
Yeah.
Because like if you see like an 8 or a 10, you're like, oh, when am I gonna afford that? But then it just goes down. It could be a 2.
But then if you wait too long, then everybody else buys it.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Kind of a risk there.
Risk reward. Yep.
Did you just do that?
I did.
Oh my gosh.
You went, right?
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I am going to put out guys already have my. I'm gonna do. That's 2 victory points and $1. I'm going to do this.
Put this guy right here.
Mm. So
$1. Yeah.
questions for me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's population. So I would just go up on the board.
Yep.
And then I would. That's like points at the end of the arrow, right?
Mhm.
And that's all that population affects.
Yep.
Okay, and then this guy is income.
Every time you take income.
Every time I take income, I get 2 more plus the base 5.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Tough choice.
And the civic building's also 3 points at the end of the era.
This
Or that's of the this
The commercial
this
building.
guy
Yeah.
gets 3 points at the end of the era too.
Oh, the money one. Oh,
Uh-huh.
yeah, you're right. Right there. Probably want some income for now, so I go here, and then I get to use these guys again.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna jump in on the population right here. So that gives me 2 on the population board.
That gives me 2 as well.
Look at us all clustered over there.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm gonna take income, so I'm gonna get 8.
Wow.
Next.
Oh, I don't know. I have to look here now. G2, G7. I'm just kind of going over the lots there to see if anything will help, and I don't really see much by me, so.
Started a new area of the board.
Well, I think I just might take some income. So I get 5 plus my 2 now, so I get 7.
7.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take income too. I get 7.
I'm gonna take income and get 6.
Now we fight over the deeds.
I'm thinking. I'm gonna just go ahead and spend 6 and take each one. Thank you.
Fate.
Fate. F8 equals fate. That's cute. Oh. It's an expensive fate for me. It's not my turn, is it?
Yes, it's
Is it my turn?
It's your
Yes.
turn. Yeah.
You just went.
No,
Yeah.
it put all
I just
in.
put the. I
Oh,
just bought
you
the
flipped
deed.
the card over.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I
Mhm.
thought that was your turn.
You're good.
Oh, okay. I don't want to spend that much. I have 9. I guess I could play a 1 building. That's probably a good idea.
Sorry, what did that guy get? 3 residential buildings. And, alright.
So that's commerce?
The commerce is the ones on the right over there. That's just buildings, period. This one. That's just any building, and then that's commerce.
Oh, this thing.
Yep.
And that has to do with like you get something per what it's by?
That's what all the civic
This is 1
buildings
for
do
the
that.
dollar.
Oh, civic buildings?
Yep. So that's 3 for every civic building it's next to. This is
Okay.
one for every building it's next to.
Oh. So all these white ones are the.
Those are all the civic buildings. Yep.
So this is one for every.
Two populations
population?
next to.
So like this would be 1,
1 point. Yep.
and that's a population point.
Well, it's just a point at the end of the era.
Oh.
Yep.
And this is one for every building, so that would be 3 points.
Two.
Doesn't
Three
count
what?
this guy.
It's
Just
not,
counts 2 buildings that it's next
Oh,
to.
because the population's
count
not.
nor
diagonally.
diagonal, no diagonal.
Oh.
It's just, or, 2, 3, 4, what's that, orthogonal?
Yeah.
Orthogonally
Orthogonally
Mhm.
adjacent.
Orthogonal.
So it's a. This would give me 2 what?
2 points at the end of the era.
2 points at the end of the era. Okay. Oh, but this is coin, so this would give me 2. Is that 2 more coins? At the end
So
of the
it's a
era?
point for every coin it's next to. So 2 points since it's next to 2 coins.
Well, it's a point because
Yeah,
it
it's
has that
points.
little,
That's the symbol
Thingy.
for points.
the little
Like a wreath around
Roman,
the number.
thingy. 2 points at the end of the era.
Yep.
Which is what this did. So same thing.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
I don't know. Could probably go up on the population chart too. This would just be 1 point right now. on there?
One population. Yep. And it would allow you to score for population at the end of the era.
Yeah.
All right. Purple up 1 population.
All right.
I'm gonna buy G7. Interesting.
I'm gonna buy F4.
I'm gonna take income and get 8.
I'm gonna go for my fate.
Fate
Fate
for
this turn.
$6.
For $6.
All the ones that aren't really close to anything yet. Sort of. Yeah, what the heck? I'll buy B1 because it's on the edge of the board. I8.
Not to be confused with 18.
Ah.
It's an I8.
What'd you eat?
I ate pandas.
I'm going to.
It's my turn, dear.
Oh no.
Oh.
What are you gonna do, huh? What are you gonna
The
do?
sand timer.
The
The giant
giant
sand
I
timer.
went. Should have known better.
I'm gonna get in.
Should have known better.
I'm gonna get income.
Income.
6. Go ahead.
I'm gonna overbuild right there.
1 for 1.
Okay. $3. So, oh, I just need to take income. So I have just 7 still. Okay. 6, 7.
Throw a lot out there. 4. Yeah, I'll buy D2. Why not?
How many rounds is this again?
3 errors.
3
Yep.
errors. Okay. Oh, an I6.
Mhm.
I'll buy G4. Justin?
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Wow.
I'm gonna take income again.
Wow.
How much? Oh,
He wants all the money.
I'm gonna buy A3.
Knew that one was coming.
Thank you. I love how fast the turns are too in this game. It's pretty simple, pretty quick.
I'm gonna take
But-
income.
Complex too.
Well, yeah, I mean,
$7.
it looks complicated when you
It
see all
does.
the pieces,
I'm
but
gonna
when
buy
you start playing, it's
complicated.
easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that complicated.
Yep. Only 5 lots left.
For this era.
So you
this
can't
era.
complain that you're not getting stuff in the same place again.
I know.
Thank God I'm not complaining.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
That is really good.
So once all these are gone, that ends the era,
Yes.
right?
Once the last one is bought,
Okay.
that ends there.
Then
And
we'll
we
score-
do
Is
one
your
more
income
round.
3 out?
One more round when the last card is taken.
Yep.
This one?
Well, I want B6, B8. Wait a minute, I want B6
B6
for a 6.
$6.
Okay, I'm going to play something. Okay, what am I gonna do, Jesse?
What are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do? I'm gonna play something. What's my best play here? Give me some help. Give us sister some help.
You have a civic building that scores for people, don't you?
Civic build like this.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can go for most population and get bonus points by playing some more population buildings. Those are the 2 directions. I would either play a civic building or go for more
So
population.
this would give me, if I put it here, this is gonna be 2 points.
2 points.
Here.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then how much bonus do you get for being ahead? On
You get 4
population?
extra points for having the highest population at the end of the era.
So like one of these.
Yep.
But that's still just 2. It'd
Yep,
still go up.
bump you up to 3.
Yeah. So either one I'd get 2, right?
Yeah, but then
Population?
you get 4 bonus points. So you don't get population, you just get points.
Oh, I don't
Yep,
get population.
Yep.
Okay, then I'll go like this for population, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll do the honors. Thank you. Was it?
Up
It was
one.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right
I
there.
already moved it.
All right. Thank you, sir.
I see. Well, I definitely want I8. I'll have to start playing some buildings here.
Do those go
Yep, they
down?
slide, yep.
All right, I need to play another 2 building.
So what I should play this
1 point per population.
and go here.
That'd give you 3 points at the end there so far, yeah.
Plus I can put another population
Yep,
here,
Yep.
right? Might have to go take care of me dog.
Okay. I'm gonna put this one right here.
Nice.
Yeah. I'll give you some points.
That's good points.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Amy's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna play another building. Up there. That's in game.
End round.
And round. Yep.
Oh, and into area?
At the end of
Yeah.
every area, yep.
So that one made good light, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Right there.
Unless you think somebody else might outdo you on population.
Oh, I didn't realize I zoomed ahead. So I should ensure my
You could,
population.
but then you're also giving other people points too. So.
Because these again,
Okay.
every era round, we get
Yeah,
points
so you
from
get
here.
points from, you get points at the end of every round, and you get points equal to the person ahead of you on
Sure,
the track.
I'll go with that. Another population. So 2 more purple. Okay.
Alright. What am I going to do? I really want I6 and I can't let it go even though I should play some buildings. So I'm gonna go ahead and just buy it now. And I'm scattered all over the board.
I'm
Move that
scattered.
gate down.
Okay,
Yeah.
where's B8?
Right there.
Next to Justin.
Which
of
means I'm
course.
probably gonna buy it for 3.
It's my turn, sweetie.
Oh, well, if you don't buy it, I'm probably gonna buy it for 3.
G2. Should I
You
buy
might buy it for
G2?
3.
I don't know.
G2 is,
So if you got any more buildings you want to play,
now's the time.
now's the time. Because once those are gone, you only get
Yeah,
one more turn.
I'm gonna build. My people are the best, so that'll give me 2, 4. That'll give me 5 points. Okay.
That's
Two more populations. You're at
Okay.
4.
What are you buying, Justin?
I'm going to buy
Everything.
Yeah.
B8 for 3.
Yeah, I'll take the 8 for 3.
Alright.
Whoops.
He's throwing things at you,
Throwing money.
Amy.
Cool.
Did you go over? I might have just missed it, but how these work with the placement, how it can't be diagonal? Did you like clarify that in the beginning?
We talked about it earlier
In
in
the
the last round.
All right,
So it's
I just missed
Amy's
so.
turn. You're gonna play
it.
something?
Yeah, I got 1 space left. Point, so it's be a point for. So 1 point. And 1 point. So this is, a point for every coin building it's by. That just confuses me sometimes. So this is basically all a point.
All points.
So. I'm gonna go with a point for every 2 population. So that'll just be 1 point.
Alright.
Every era.
Every area.
Every era.
Mhm.
And I'll go point per coin.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
When I put this out, did you move my population?
Yep.
You did. Thank you very much.
bet.
Did you just go?
He
Yep.
Okay.
I put this guy up.
So 1 for every money. You got 2 there. I don't have anything next to my money. But I should put more money out, right? Because then I get this at the end.
Income,
You'll get a
a little bit of
little
boost.
bit of money.
Or should I buy that?
No, do you want to end there and now, or put more buildings out first? That is the question.
Look at green is surrounded almost
Yeah.
completely.
Yeah,
It's a
so
little like encompassing you.
Yeah.
One
That's
for a
good
building,
one.
that's four
One
right
per
there.
building.
One more, and you'll be pushed in there.
your turn.
Oh,
Your turn, man.
well, I guess I get some income. Still 7.
You can look at your board to find out what's uncovered. So, yep, 7.
Oh.
Plus 2.
Mhm. I'm gonna take income.
Me too.
Let's all just take a bunch of
Yeah,
income
so
real
I'll just
quick
get a whole bunch of
I'm
money.
gonna
before anybody buys that.
I'm gonna put it in the building.
What are you
I'm gonna
doing?
put that one right there. Just so I can get myself some population on the board so I can actually get some points.
There we go.
There you go. That's good.
Cool.
Your turn.
Yay, I'll take some more income.
What?
See? That's what you do.
I don't have any more spaces to play, so
You can buy G2.
just rack them up. I don't really want G2.
Alright.
I don't really go there.
Maybe G2 will be good, you don't know.
Maybe. No offense, G2.
Eh.
None taken.
I'm just gonna plop a money building over here. Because I can.
Hmm.
We can get to.
Oh, that would make it my turn.
We're looking at the monuments, right?
Not
Yeah.
really.
So what's the best to put out? Income, civic, or population right
Regia?
there?
How would you say it?
Right here?
Regia?
Regia, maybe.
Probably all fancy
Well,
like
if you're
that.
asking
Regia.
me, I say population, because then I can put something there. Population's not gonna get you well, let's see, you're red, so that would tie you for first if you put a population out there.
And how does the tie-in at first go?
Is it friendly?
Yeah, it's
It's
friendly.
friendly, so you both would get the bonus.
Okay. So population, and then, but if I do that, then I get more money at the end.
Correct.
And then civic, how does it benefit me?
Put
Not
it
no
there, not yet,
no.
maybe later.
I will do. Should I do population?
I would. That's
Okay.
a nice little points boost.
Okay. And then okay, there you go. All right.
I'm gonna take income. Just 8.
Wow. Is there
We're
money?
gonna run out of money?
Maybe.
Then we have to buy G2? So if I bought G2, that would be my
Everybody
last
gets a
turn.
turn.
Everybody
You
else
get
would get
one
one
more
more turn.
Not
No, you,
Oh, I
you,
would
you
too?
would get 2 turns.
Well, heck, I'm gonna just buy G2 then.
There you go. Triggered the end of the arrow.
I'll get some more money still.
We each get 1 more turn then.
Yep. So
Yeah.
what do I want to put out? I don't care about population at the moment. I could put out another money building. I could, yeah. Or I could put out a civic building.
Right here and get 2.
Or I
Or
could
right-
put
or
out
right
a
there.
civic
Yeah.
here.
Which
There's 3 population around it.
Mhm.
And it doesn't round up either, does it?
Where you
No.
at? Well, there's a 1. There's a 1 civic.
Oh, it's
1 to 1.
2
Oh, it's
spaces,
2.
yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
could just go for building points.
Mhm.
That's fine. I'll just go for building points.
Okay.
There we go.
I'm gonna get income. It's 5, 7, 6, 7. What's your last?
I'm gonna put another
Another money building.
commercial building out there. Yep.
Okay. Last last turn of the era.
Oh, money, here I come.
You taking? I put. Oh, okay.
What else was supposed to? Oh, I could play
You put a
something.
bill, yeah.
Oh.
As if you want to lock her out and get the bonus points all to yourself.
Of course I do. What kind of a question is that?
Pick your one
My one
population.
people?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Go ahead. Yep.
Don't be touching the population button.
All right, so
All right.
that is officially the end of the era.
End
So
of the
let's go ahead and go
era.
through scoring. So everybody gets coins equal to the values on their buildings on the board. So you get coin. You don't get the 5, but you get coins for.
I
I
get
get
two.
4.
Nice.
So I get 3.
I get 2.
I need $1.
Here we go.
Here, you can.
Oh, he's got a whole bunch.
I'm gonna trade in a 3.
There's 3.
All right, then you get victory points equal to the values revealed on your board. So if you have any down here that are revealed, you get
2.
points.
I get 2.
So red gets 2,
I get 5.
blue gets 5. Wow.
Yeah.
Purple,
This?
No,
No.
the ones down here in your.
Just
just
that.
those,
Okay,
yeah.
so 3.
3 for purple and 3 for green. And players gain victory points. Oh, so your civic buildings. So who wants to do it first? Red?
Start with red.
Mm-hmm.
So civic buildings, you got 1, 2, 3 points for that
No
guy.
more than that. There's 2 here.
Oh, that guy.
3,
5
4,
points.
5.
Wow.
5.
5 for red, up to 7. Did you build any other civic buildings?
Nope.
Nope.
I've only built 1, and it's that one right there. So it's
This
1
guy?
for every coin around it. So it's
2,
4.
4.
4
Yep.
for blue to 9.
And I just that guy, so just 1 for every 2.
Yep. So
So,
1.
1 point
1.
for
Yeah.
purple. And then I've got a couple of them. I've got this guy for 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got this guy for 3 points. For 5?
5 points.
Up to 8. Alright, so population bonus. So purple gets 6 plus 4, 10. So red gets 6 to 13. Green gets 5 to 13. And blue gets 2 to 11.
Pretty close.
So that is.
Don't look it. Ding ding.
Yeah.
Round 1.
That's the end of era 1. So moving on to era 2. I'm going to go ahead and end the video there for today, but please join us for the second era of the game. If you see any mistakes, be sure to leave them in the comments, and I'll see you next time.